So today I'm going to talk to you about how I do some meaningful grading, hopefully meaningful feedback for students, and some of the tricks and tools that I utilize, specifically a text expander for the Apple computers, which I particularly love. So for many of us, this is how our day often begins. We'll download a Dropbox. One of the things that I will do is extract all of these PDF files. I find PDF files a good way of giving feedback to students. And once I'm there, I can open it up and do some grading. And so this is the types of things that I do. Obviously I'm going to focus on the text expansion, but I would be remiss at saying there's some really nice things in Acrobat that allow me to do various stamps. This is the Pro version, and so if I really don't like something, I can give it an X. I can play with the sizes. I can go and paste a whole bunch of them on if I really don't like anything, and that can be very helpful. It's also very easy to do stamps that you generated by yourself. If you haven't done these before, then it's just a question of putting them into Excel. Go and make them into a single cell. Make that single cell the print area, and then produce a PDF. And so you can have these custom stamps that you can make as large as you want, angle and change to make to expose the students to some feedback that you'd like to have. But how do you give feedback that adds a great deal more information? Well, here it looks like I've done a great deal of typing. And these types of feedbacks are just sticky notes, but I managed to do a lot of this through having text expansion. And the text expansion I use is typinator. It's only for Apple computers, but I set it up so that I do X underscore, so I don't accidentally get text expansions when I'm typing normal type of word efforts. And I'm going to do A, B, and on the S, I've set up my X underscore ABS to be text expansion to give a full paragraph. And so if I close this and then open it again, this is the sort of feedback I give time and time again. It's about what we expect to see in an abstract, etc., etc., etc. So what's nice about this particular type of text expansion is I get to use words, so I don't have to memorize keystrokes. And so when I'm trying to give the same feedback, like comparing data, when I hit the P, I get these sort of text expansions, and it's quite powerful. It can be full paragraphs. You can use color, you can use format, you can add URLs. This way they get additional feedback and locations where they can get more information. And again, so if I close this and just open it again, you get a good indication of how you can do that. This software will work in any software, in any location, so Angel, within emails, things like that. So typically after I've gone through and I've given the various comments, and again, if I write a comment once, I know I'm going to use it again and again. I'm going to spend a little extra time on that comment, make it more meaningful, and be able to share it with more of the students and give them more meaningful feedback. So some of this is certainly typed. Most of it is just me simply putting in these expansions. So how do I do these expansions? Let's see, up here I have my text expander. It does a couple of other really nice things, by the way, as well. So if I mistype acknowledgements, it'll do some corrections for me, so you can download these common typing errors. I have different classes that I give different feedback to, so even announcements about exams, things like that, you can put them in here. And it's just an easy case of coming in, giving it the abbreviation, my X underscore, and then putting the text or an image or things of that nature. It's also quite advanced, so if we go to email, one of the things I'll often do is I'm sending the same email time and time again. Here's an expansion where I've set up the FEE to be an expansion, so when I give feedback, when I hit that second E, notice that I get a paragraph of text, but also that the cursor goes to the appropriate location to put the student's name. And of course, if they have their abc123 at psu.edu listed in the paper, this is a good way of giving them feedback, clicking on that link, typing in the feedback, and attaching the paper. So that's how I give feedback. Typinator is the software that I'm utilizing. It's very powerful, very easy to use. It is paid. I think it's about the best $20 odd I have ever spent. Anyway, hope that was useful.